returns. The next counter that we have a query on is BEL. Deepak Daga from Rajasthan has purchased 2,000 shares at 288 a piece. He wants to know as to what should be the next course of action for BEL. Saurabh, I'll come to you on this one. Defence pack as a whole is seeing a downtick in trade today, and it did also see a downtick on budget day as well, and this is because they were expecting a higher allocation. What are your expectations with respect to defence sector as a whole and BEL as a counter?
I think for the defense sector, the sector is expected to go at a similar pace that we have witnessed. But see, in the last 2-3 years, all the stocks got re-rated very handsomely. And if you look at the earnings, the valuations are not just justified by the kind of the profit growth that many of the companies have witnessed. But in the case of BEL, I think the numbers were quite good, and the valuations are also not that perky. So in my opinion, I think with good order book in hand, good margin profile and good profitability, I think it should be in your portfolio for the long term.
BEL should be it's a hold. So it's a hold, and you should hold it in the portfolio for the long term. It's time to hit the rapid fire segment. Gentlemen, you know what this means. We'll toss as many questions as we can over the course of the next 2 minutes. Do keep your answers as crisp and concise as possible. The first one is from Deep. He's bought HCL Tech at a price of 1,995. He's wondering whether to hold on at this juncture. Brijesh, what would you do?
Yeah, definitely hold. A little bit of pain may be there, but then on the short-term basis, we'll see it bounce.
Okay, Geo Finance is the next counter. Abhishek has bought 1,000 shares for 333 a piece. He wants to know whether for a longer-term perspective, he should average it down. Brijesh, I'll stick with you.
No, madam. Still, the counter is not showing any strength. Maybe further correction might be there. So averaging is not advisable.
Okay. Suryodaya Small Finance Bank bought at levels of 191. Chakrapani wants to know whether to hold or average at this point. On the fundamentals, Saurabh, what would you say?
It's a sell.
All right. HAL is the next counter. Raj has bought around 4,986 shares. No, he's bought it at the level of 4,986 from a longer-term perspective. He wants to know whether he should keep holding or not. Saurabh?
For the next 3 years, it's a hold.
Okay. Apar Industries, long-term views being sought. Tejas from Nagpur is asking, he's planning to buy. Would you suggest a fresh entry? Saurabh?
High on valuation, avoid.
Okay. Tata Motors is the next counter. Should I hold or sell at the current market situation? Saurabh, your view?
It's a sell.
LTTS, fundamental views being sought from Antriksh. He's bought at levels of 1,500, but he's planning to hold for the next 3 to 4 years. Would you hold, Saurabh?
Hold.
Okay, Bharat Petroleum purchased 100 shares. We don't have the name of the... okay, Subramaniam from Bengaluru has purchased 100 shares at 265 a piece. He wants to know whether he should keep holding it for 1 year or not. Brijesh, on the charts?
Yeah, from the 1 year perspective, it's a hold.
Okay. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining in and for answering all the questions that you did. Pleasure having you on the program. And that brings us to this, to the end of this edition of Ask Profit. Of course, it was a curtailed one. We'll be back tomorrow and hopefully we'll take the whole show and we'll take more of your questions. Thanks so much for watching. Do stay tuned. This is NDTV Profit.